Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to another episode of my Gems of War Let's Play series. In this episode, we're going to be opening up a couple keys, upgrading some kingdoms, and doing some PvP matches, a little bit of everything. Some of you have been suggesting to try using some weaker teams, because mostly I've just been using my fully maxed out team, so I'm going to try doing that today. Before I do though, we have 40,000 gold, so let's upgrade Zol Carry and get it to level 10. This will be our second level 10 kingdom. Both of the ones we've done so far have been magic. All of our other kingdoms are level 3, and we'll probably expand to the last two magic kingdoms of Darkstone and Blighted Lands. But before we do that and everything else, let's go into the keys. I still have 2 gem keys from redeem codes lately, so let's just use those. We got a Sand Shark and Flame Cannon, nothing too much. I do have a bunch of extra gems. You do want to make sure you have both the 500 gem armors before you start buying gems, but since I already do, let's get some more gems. Confirm. Or gem keys, I mean. And we got a Goblin King and another Great Maul. That's nice. A double brown yellow too. We got a Gorgotha and the Great Maul. So we got quite a few things here. A Goblin King is a pretty decent troop. It is very tanky. It gains a bunch of life, and that's based, or actually that's not based on magic, my bad. It gains a bunch of life, then removes all gems, and then the amount removed boosts that at 2 to 1. So it's a static 5. What gets boosted by the magic is the level of Goblin that it summons. And Goblin, as many know, Goblin's actually a really strong troop. So he actually has one of the best summons in the game. And he gets pretty tanky. His skill does cost a little bit, but the remove gems, if you use it correctly, he'll be able to generate some mana that way anyway, so it works pretty good. And his last trait's probably one of the funniest. It just gains 20 life, which if he gets devoured is bad, but when he doesn't, that's pretty tanky. He gets so much life between his other bonuses and everything, so it's kind of funny. For the most part, you could use him early on. He's good in the fact that he summons a goblin. So since you're already going to be upgrading Goblin anyways, it's good to consider him. But they do share the same color, so it really depends if you want to put him in. Goblin King also is a bit slow with the high mana cost, and the fact that he doesn't really do any damage, just removes gems to get hopefully some more mana. And of course, I explained the Great Maul. We might need to make a team with 2 of them later. You can only ever cast it once, but sometimes the first Maul dies, so it's good to have a second one. We also got Ifrit. It's actually somewhat decent early on. You won't need it later on, but it deals damage randomly split among all enemies. That's of course raised by magic, and then it burns a random enemy. That burn is mainly what makes you good, but its mana cost is 13, and you're better off with something like a Chimera, because for 10 it'll be able to poison and burn, so you don't really need it Ifrit. And his traits aren't particularly good either, so you can kind of just skip on him. And up that went all the way. And we also got our Arcane Beast. And let's go into some normal keys now, or glory I should say, and see if we can find, what I'm mainly using all these keys for right now is, I forgot to mention it earlier, go into news. There is still the mythic of Famine right now. He's the only mythic that can drop in the drop table right now, and since I already have War, I want to try at least attempting to get him again. He will still be in the drop table after this, but after this timer goes off in 12 hours, probably less by the time I upload this, the drop tables for Mythic will be both War and Famine. So if you want Famine, it's best to open up keys now. And like when the 3rd Mythic comes, it'll be exclusive for a week, but then all Mythic drops will be all 3 of them once that happens. So it's just going to be harder and harder to get some of the older ones as time goes on. So let's just keep opening them. See if we can find them. It's probably unlikely, but it's worth a shot. Another Great Maul. We have 3 Great Mauls now. That's more than we'll ever need. But at this rate, we can almost make a mythic soon. That's amazing. Wow, that's a lot of Great Mauls. Brian the Lucky. This used to be my favorite troop in the game. Unfortunately, he's not that good anymore, especially after they capped him off at the max amount of stats you can have on a troop to 1,000. But he increases a random skill on all other allies, so everyone except himself, by his magic, or 1 plus his magic, but it boosts by magic. And it's mainly used to try getting a magic buff on allies. It's only a 25% chance since it can raise any of the 4 stats, attack, HP, armor, or magic. But if you get lucky with it, which is kind of his name, you can get the magic buff, and that just makes there's a lot of troops in this game that are just ridiculous with a magic buff that high. And he can get some really high magic buff chance, since he can gain over 10 magic once you start getting him leveled up in magic kingdoms and stuff like that. And yeah, we got him now. Oh, you also get him at the end of the Zhejian quest line. So if you actually want him now, you can get him. Oops. Well, why did that drag over? Come on. Use the keys. And we got Elf Eater. There's not really any good elves in this team, or in this game, so that doesn't really do much for us. It deals double damage to Fae on its ability, and it has a 40% chance to devour elves. It's you won't really need it because there's not really any elves in this game that are extremely strong or overly used. So you really don't need them at all, or at least right now you don't. And I saw an arcane trait stone. Which one was that? Or we got the green yellow, and that was it. But we'll be able to find something for that. Main problem now is I don't have that many minor trait stones, because I keep using gold to up my kingdoms, so I'm not using gold to buy gold keys that much. So maybe I'll buy some gold keys right now with whatever gold I have left from opening all these. Because I haven't really showed that many gold keys on there. I don't even know if I have all the commons yet, which is pretty funny. And we just got a couple of arcanes. We got the Arcane Death and Arcane Rage, both the pure purple and red. Neither of which we really need, but it's good to have, I guess. Oh, actually, the red one. We can use the red one on, what's his name? Scale Guard, because he's pretty strong with it. And we just got another Inferno King, a pretty good drop, with his double convert. So let's open up some gold keys. We have enough. Oh, we still have 11, so let's open those. And then let's just spend the rest of our gold, and oops. We can't just click 50 and it won't just use the rest of our gold. That's okay. I'll just use 3,000 then. So we're mostly just using these for the miner, and we just got 4 miners there, so that's nice, and a bunch of other resources. Let's use that again. Another miner, 4 of them again, and let's do it one more time. 2 more miners. Yep, 2 more miners. Okay, so we got a little bit more that we can use for trading later on, and actually, never mind, that's not 1,000. That's just going to open one, and we just got another miner. Okay, anyways. I also want to go over to the shop. I haven't gotten here this week. Let's go over to specials. No, not specials. Why did I click on specials? Rewards. And we are going to buy both of them this week. The Dragon Cruncher, we're going to be getting some more arcane trait stones, and as far as a troop, he's really good against countering dragon teams. You definitely want to make sure you have at least one to have in case you start seeing a lot of dragon teams. I might actually go for 2 just to have them. Actually, I'll probably just go 1. Never mind. Normally, I use other teams to counter dragons, which is why I don't really feel like I'll need him too much. And he'll be in a drop table after a couple weeks anyways. But the main one we want for early game is the Mad Prophet. He has a 5 magic gain on his ability to all allies, which is really, really high. And he does cost 18 mana to be able to do that, but that is a really good buff early on. So we are actually going to buy 2 of him and test them out in a team. Let's get him. Got him. And let's get another one of him. And that'll be able to make sure we can ascend him. So let's just use these keys that we just got from that real quick. The 6 glory keys. Get anything? Nope, nothing worth it. And a bunch of these gold keys again. And we got a couple of miners, so we got that. And let's go into troops now. And I was making one team with it that I was going to use. Was it this one? Yeah. Let's see, what was he called? Mad Prophet. Let's ascend him real quick. Let's level him just slightly, just so he doesn't die instantly. We don't need traits on him. And let's see. Let's go up a level. Probably whenever he gets 2 more magic or 1 more magic. I don't know. Actually, he doesn't get that much magic, so we might not even be able to do that. I might just get him to level 5 just so he has a little bit more durability. And also just so we don't go through all of our souls, because you start spending a lot of souls from level 10 onward, especially 15 and upward. So let's just go to level 5 with this guy. And now let's go into 2 PvP matches. Lately, I've been trying to do 3-star matches. Let's put them in. And actually, I'm going to be moving my Valkyrie up front in this team. Mostly because Mad Prophet is really weak right now, only 11 durability total. And we're also put the Herald of Chaos. You get him from completed Blighted Lands. And I mostly have this so we can get our Giant Spider to fill up Mad Prophet. And then we'll have a big buff on the amount of souls that Valkyrie will be giving us, as well as on Herald's Chaos damage that he does. Also, let me just upgrade him a couple levels to make sure he too isn't just like a one-shot to the enemy. But he probably will still be anyways, both of them, but at least they'll survive a little bit. So we're almost got him up. Come on, level 4. They really need like a upgrade like up to a certain amount little triggers, so you don't have to do it one by one over and over again. So let's get to that level 5. We even get one more magic on it too, so that's really good. And let's see if we can do some matches. And as I mentioned earlier, I have been trying to do some 3 trophies and attacking like really hard players that are level 100 and upwards. Like right here, I'm gonna probably try taking this one out. I actually ended up losing to one because it was just such a disadvantage that I had with all its AoE and everything. But I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be losing a lot more now if I keep doing challenges like this. So right now, I'm gonna be using this team. Like some of you suggested, I am gonna be using some teams that are lower leveled. So right now, all we're using is a level 5 Giant Spider. We do have it upgraded to Mythic though, same as Miststalker. And we're using a level 10 Miststalker. So those are some very low levels. We also have our hero up front who's mainly just here to tank. If you, one of the things that you can do with your hero, which is why it's really good to make sure you get the Warlord class upgraded first, just make sure it's maxed out, is you can just switch out the hero to make it a, just to make it a tank. So right here, I'm going to go into the class. Actually, I need to go to edit teams. Let's go to Warlord. Click over to traits, the perks. And right here, we can just switch it to the defense perk, which gives plus 8 life. So now we don't need to do all of that heavy attack damage. We're just going to make sure that our hero survives. Let's X out of that. And it doesn't matter if we have the extra magic or not. That would be pretty devastating, 12 damage. But we don't have that class unlocked right now, and we don't have the souls to be able to level that class. So we're just using a Warlord as a tank right now. We won't get the magic bonus, but we still have everything else. So that's a good way to be able to save souls, is just repurpose your hero to do a different role on your team. So we're going to try this out. Try it against this person who is like 3-4 times our level. And he's actually using a all-night team too. So Knight Coronet with and all of them have plus 10 armor and plus another 4 armor and 2 attack. So this team is pretty vicious. The Griffin Knight can basically one-shot everything on our team. It can one-shot that. It can one-shot that. And yeah, we're pretty much dead. Actually, what I'm going to do real quick, I will upgrade this just so it won't be one-shot. So we are going to give one more level to our Miststalker just to make sure he doesn't die to the Griffin Knight, which will probably happen. So let's just do that. And now he does 9 true damage as well. So that'll be really good to make sure we can get through the armor. So let's see how this team does. I have a feeling I'll lose. He has a level 18, and it's all night team too. Level 18, level 17, and level 18. We're using our hero, a 5, and 2 11s of the same exact troop. So this should be interesting. I wanted to try it. No. Oh, did I completely forget to change the banner too? I actually forget what it is right now. I believe I set it to yellow and something else. I need to set to like red, purple. That we'll just have to go off the board. I don't even have to remember what it is at this point. We'll get that. The main thing we want to do is make sure we can get our Giant Spider up, because that's going to be feeding both our other 2. So we're going to go right here.
Mana surge.
Take those greens next turn. As long as the board lets us. I don't see anything else. So we are going to take these greens. Gonna take it this way.
Mana surge.
We'll probably take the skulls right there. Actually, we have to. It's an extra turn. And then we'll take the blue or green. Well, we want to make sure we can get an extra turn on the purple. So it seems we'll want to go this way to make sure they align with the reds. So let's do that. We also get the extra turn on the reds over there. Or we won't. Actually, yeah, we still will. So, let's see. Is there any other color that's better to use? Actually, we're going to be using it on the brown. Our team doesn't use brown at all, so that's going to be the best color. Let's transform them. That Coronet is getting dangerously close to casting. But we're just going to use, let's see. Probably right there.
Mana surge.
See what else we can do. We can get a couple more greens right there by taking that. We got some mana for our hero too, and we did have one of our sets of yellow, which does no good to us because we have it already in a 3. So that banner, our current banner, is completely useless to us. But looks like the board is fine, so I'm going to start casting these. I'll use it twice, and I'll be able to kill our first victim. Oh, I actually used that in a really bad order because now our Knight Coronet's going to kill him. Because he's doing 15 damage plus... Oh, he's still going to remove all of our purples too. That's actually going to be really bad. So, let's see. Oh, I kind of do have to cast it though. Because if I don't, he'll still be able to kill it. Well, I'm actually going to be able to lose this real quick now. I forgot that he removes our purples, so this whole team's going to be using that. Still have a chance though. It's not over yet. So let's see what we can do here. Let's see if we can make a major comeback. Because I know a lot of you have been wanting to see these harder fights. I basically never do. Or at least never on camera. So, let's see. We'll use this ability again. I actually won one yesterday with a 1 HP Rolani left on my team because I was facing level 100 plus again. Okay, so we got that off pretty well. Luckily, there's still some purples on the board. Unfortunately, we can't really use any of them. We convert greens, but we kind of need greens. So, I might just take this red. Preferably, I want to be able to block their mana. Yellow would be good too, but I don't see any. Yeah, I'm just going to take these reds. We'll also get the greens. But I want to take it in a way that we don't take the greens, just to make sure there's more greens on the board for us later. Okay, so this board right now, we could use it on our own green, which will fill him up. I'm not going to do that, though. I'm going to hope for a surge on purple. We didn't get it. He's still taken down with poison. I might just let him take those skulls, because we're going to take his purple. I mean his blue. And give us purple. Okay, oh, and the skulls just dropped down really nice. We'll be able to take this away from him. He's not even going to get to use it. And since that is their lowest HP, we'll be able to take it out. Also, you notice right here, we got a spider in the last slot, which is pretty rare, because normally your first troop dies first. But if Knight Coronet was still alive, the spider would be able to make sure be able to block an attack or two, because the Knight Coronet will have to hit the last slot. So if our Mist Stalker was there, it would hit that. So we have this little guy here who's just going to be able to tanking for us. And of course, the giant spider does summons based on its magic, and now we have our little 6 spider swarm there. So yeah, and we'll do this, and we'll take those yellows if he doesn't. If he does, it doesn't matter since he doesn't even use yellows. And that seems to be our move. I don't see anything else. Maybe we'll take the purple. Yeah, we'll take purple. Get Mist Stalker back up.
Mana surge.
So he has that up. He is doing 19 damage with that. He'll actually kill our Mist Stalker now because I forgot he gets a magic buff as well for each blue, which he got 3 extra magic because he had 3 blues on his team, if I remember correctly. So that is indeed going to kill anything that it hits, unless it hits our hero. So we're going to, let's see. We want this move and hope for a skull. We didn't get it. He's going to probably kill with this. And he does kill our Mist Stalker, which is the best shot he could have probably gotten from that.
Mana surge.
And I am going to have to take these skulls to make sure he doesn't, because he can tear through my team pretty quick with 15 attack right there. Because he's getting an extra 2 too for having all of the knights. So we won't be able to do any true damage really to them now. This won't be enough to kill them out unless he gives us another yellow surge again. So I might actually take those reds next turn if he doesn't, so we can get our spider up. The spider has a 50% chance to poison, and of course he does take it. Let's see. We can take the yellows though, and we'll take it that way to make sure there's no skulls dropping, so he doesn't get a skull pair.
Mana surge.
And we will take these skulls because we kind of have no option. So we will have to keep hitting that armor. He does have armor too, which means we're only doing 8 damage. He just killed that out, and it looks like he's going to win at this rate. We can take that and make sure our mana's all the way up. It might give him a skull, but we need the mana. And it didn't give him a skull anywhere, so that's good.
Mana surge.
We have to take these skulls, so he doesn't. Actually, we'll do this instead. And we still have to take the skulls because now they've realigned. So we'll use that. And he's gonna kill something again, probably. Unless he hits hero. Let's see. Yeah, I'll just cast it. Hopefully it hits that one. Nope, it hits the first one. Luckily, he is 2 shots now. So if we can get this down to just hero versus the knight, we should be able to pretty much win. So hopefully it doesn't make... He might actually kill our spider soon. That'd be really bad. I don't know if I want to go red or yellow. Because... actually, I'm going to go red.
Mana surge.
And we got a surge too, so that's actually really good for us.
Mana surge.
I'm going to do something funny, and I'm actually going to... Let's see. Is 5 enough? Actually, never mind. I lied. I'm going to just hit the first one. I was going to do that one and hope it gets poisoned, and then just hope eventually it would die to the poison. But I'd rather just make sure we get him out of the way. Just facing off against a Lance Knight is going to be pretty easy. I say that now, and he's probably going to kill us. So we do have an advantage now. As long as we make sure he does not get blues or skulls, we pretty much won this. We can also kill him with 2 true damage shots, so let's do that. He's going to take those blues. He's already going to be getting that armor up, doing a little bit of damage to us, getting us lower. Hope for a skull. Didn't get it. He did 2 damage to us, so we're getting really close to dying now. And there's no blues he can take, so that's not going to matter. So let's just Sunbolt him. And hopefully we can get one more Sunbolt. One more Sunbolt will be the game. If not, we're going to have to hope our little spider can poison him and then kill him. And I will take these blues to make sure he doesn't. I think I am. Yeah, I'm going to.
Mana surge.
I was thinking about doing the browns, but I decided not to. I don't want to take those reds because that'll give him a skull. And I want to make sure my hero can survive as long as possible.
Mana
so we're going to do that. He's going to take the reds, yeah.
Mana surge.
So now we have to take these skulls. And now he's just going to keep taking our mana as we try doing this. Where's even the move right now? There's so little moves on the board. We can take the brown or we can take these purples. I'm going to take these purples first so we can get those yellows from him. Or never mind. I forgot that moved down to brown too. Let's see. We can take these greens, and is there anything else? I do not see it. So if this shuffles the board, that's going to be really bad because he's probably going to kill our hero after the shuffle because there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 skulls on the board. So hopefully something drops that'll make sure he can take a different move.
Surge.
Okay, good. He can take the brown, so maybe it'll shuffle for us. Nope, there's the greens. This is getting really bad because now it's going to shuffle for him on the next turn. So we gotta hope for a blue or yellow to drop in either of these 3 slots. Okay, he got a blue, which is actually good for us because this should be a shuffle now. Nope, brown. Come on, board. This is really bad. Neither move is good. I just have to let it happen. Yep, and there goes the shuffle, and there goes the skull. Okay, we're in a really bad position now because we can't take those reds or else he gets skull. And there's no point in taking our yellows anymore, and he'd get an extra move on that. Yeah, I can't even take those just to have a chance because it would just he would just kill us afterwards. So let's do that. And he's going to cast. He's going to do a couple damage to us, but it doesn't matter since he kills us anyways. So this match basically right now is match some red gems and hope we can poison him. So we really need to hope this is a surge. It is not, of course. Okay, why was that banner red, yellow? Okay, we'll have to take these skulls, no choice. Would be really nice if we had the poison trait on this thing right now. And I actually had the arcane thing to do it, but we'd need to do it all the way up to his last trait, and I don't want to waste that many reds. Okay, so we do not have many options right now. We do want to still make sure he doesn't take blues, so we're going to take that. He's going to go upwards. There's a bunch of blues. We'll want to keep denying them. Yeah, we'll do it upwards. He'll do that. Okay, we got more reds. As long as the skull doesn't come right there, we'll be fine. And we need to hope it poisons.
Mana surge.
Of course, now we get the surge.
Mana
okay.
surge.
So we have a chance. We just need this to poison. If this poisons, we basically won. If it doesn't, then come on, poison. Okay, of course. Let's see. He's going to do more damage to us. We'll just have to take these skulls just so he doesn't. There's nothing else below it that we can take. He's going to lance us. Luckily, that lance isn't killing us anytime soon. This is starting to turn into a really long match, which is why it's sometimes not worth doing these harder fights, but they are a lot of fun. So we'll take these skulls. We got an extra turn off it. Not the color we need. That's also not the color we need. Nothing here is the color we need. I will take that.
Mana surge.
I'll take that. And I might just do this just to clear off the board quicker, but I really don't want to. That would be a lot of extra drop. Oh, we'll just do it. Go. Let's go get the blues, of course.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
No red still. And he's going to lance us again. And now we're starting to get closer to death by lance. I am going to take these greens right here just to make sure he can't do 2 skulls. He will get a couple browns off it, but it shouldn't do anything to the board. Oh, really? Okay, never mind. He's going to still get 2 skulls. Yep, he goes right for it. Okay. So, oh, did he just get an extra turn? Okay, good. No skulls. He did just take our reds, though, which is really bad for us. Might just have to take these blues, of course, to block him, and just to make sure no skulls go anywhere. Those nice reds, but he's going to take them from us. We get an extra turn off that with our little poke of only 4 damage. We'll take away his blues, maybe a skull, hoping for not a skull for him. Okay, all went well. We'll do that. And we can get some reds in a dangerous spot, because if any of those are a skull, we just lost. Okay, good. We might get this. We still have a chance. And now we lose. Okay, that was fun though. Because right there, we'll take these skulls, and that'll drop down the other skull. And now he wins on us. Ah, it came so close, dude. That would have been such a hilarious win. But we came close. We got 4 gold keys for that too. Okay, so let's go to the other one real quick. Let's do it on not a level 240. That would be way too hard a match. Yeah, I'm not even going to consider that one. Let's go see the second guy right here. Okay, so let's use the team that I made earlier for this one. Oh, even this team's actually a little hard, but let's just do it anyways. We'll use this team that I just made with the Mad Prophet and the Herald of Chaos. Mad Prophet's only level 5, Herald of Chaos only level 5, and Giant Spider only level 5 as well. So we're running a very low level team, and our Valkyrie is level 18. And we're running it against 19, 9, 17, and 18. So let's see how this goes. And I completely forgot to check what banner I have right now, or change it again. Because it's really important to have a good banner. You can see, it can be a big difference between winning and losing. And the losing music is still taunting me by playing in the background. So let's go there. Luckily this team composition will be a lot better for surviving. So we got that. Can we use Valkyrie anywhere? Probably not. So mate, just take these skulls. Yes, we will. Oh, why? I kind of wanted to use it on purple, but I need those purples to make sure we get our Mad Prophet up. Okay, can we use blues anywhere? Well, we were going to take the skulls, that's obvious. We could use it on purple, but I don't want to waste the purples. Because we need our Giant Spider to do that. Let's move these reds. And we could use it on brown. We'll get some. I don't see anywhere else where we'll go, though. Or, other than purple. We could use it on green. Might just use it on green. There we go. And we got the surge. So it's already up. So now that there's plenty of purple, let's convert the brown. Yeah, brown. Okay, so that did that. Getting a lot of everything on the board. And we'll let him take those, let's see. We won't let him take those skulls. We'll take them from him. And now, there's a lot that we can do. Too many options. So, let's use it by converting these, get some souls. Which will get our spider back up. See if there's any moves left on the board. I don't think there is. Nope. And, or let's just use a double check. Nope. And now let's get our magic buff. This is 5 magic to everyone, which is a gigantic buff. Our Valkyrie right now is doing a insane amount of soul gain, 12 soul gains. Plus we have the necromancy trait, which will bring that up by 50% to the max of 40 per match. So this team can be really good for getting souls quick. I didn't show it on the weekly video, but I wanted to make sure I showed it now because a team or something similar to this would work really well for being able to get a lot of souls. You would want to have Hero up front. I mean, Mad Prophet up front, followed by Hero, followed by Herald, followed by Valkyrie. The main reason you wouldn't want Valkyrie up front is because her 50% soul gain at the end of the match doesn't trigger if she dies. But I don't have anything else to tank with since both of these are only level 5, so I'm just using that as an alternative tank. And we'll take not those skulls. Or yes, those skulls? I don't know, let's see. Our Herald is doing 10 damage to a enemy, to the first enemy, and then it removes 10 from a random stat and does 2 times that per blue. So we can kill pretty much anyone with that, which is really nice. We'll take the skulls though, even though it'll survive with 1 HP. And after that, we're going to use probably skulls again. Let's see, check the board. I'll take these reds. I'll give Valkyrie back up. We're getting 12 souls per Valkyrie cast, so we want to make sure we can get that cast up again. We'll use it on these browns. And this also gives a bunch of blues on the board that our Herald will be able to do. Like I mentioned, he does 2 times boost per blue destroyed to his ability. And that does both to damage and to the stat reduced. So let's use that real quick and then cast it. See if we can find a nice location to cast. Let's see. Take that first. And I'll use it right here. We're only going to be getting 1 blue, but we're going to be denying him from getting any skulls next match. Plus, we're getting some of those purples. Let's use it right here. And we just stole the attack. Now the Lumia now has 0 attack. Plus, we did all that damage. So now it just did that 0 to us. And we're going to convert something. Don't know what yet. Let's see. Can't do brown. Can't do green. And I guess we'll just have to use it on blue for Valkyrie. I was trying to get purple. See if this does anything for us. We can use it on yellow now, so let's do that. So we now have Herald back up. We're not going to take this blue, but instead, or that red. Actually, we're going to take that red to get Valkyrie back up, so we get even more souls. But we're going to use this right here. We're not going to take those blues because there's 2 purples right there and 2 right there. So as soon as we use this, we're still going to get that extra turn. So we just killed Lumia with that. We just got a skull pair off that too. We got a bunch of blues. We already have a thing right there. I'm not going to take that yet because we want more souls. So we are going to reach the max that you can possibly get per match, which is 40, boosted by difficulty and armor. Or I believe we're that high at this point. And there's no purple, so let's just take that real quick. Anything else? Not really. So let's just oh, never mind. That skull pair won't match it. Won't finish it. Yeah, so we'll have to wait a little bit longer. I will take these reds just to make sure we do indeed have the max capacity of souls per match, since I did make this team to soul farm. I will use it on the browns, and then I'll use the spider on whatever purple I can right now. Or never mind, I'll just take this. There's nothing I can really do with it. So that'll finish off the match. And notice the resources that we'll get at the end of this. So, of course, a victory. And we'll get 70 souls because it does a cap of 40 per match. And then that gets boosted by however much your boost ratio is. So once I go over to the main menu right now, or the main page, let me just exile this. Come on, page. Exile this. Go over to this. So we have a 1.75 ratio. So to that, the cap per match of 40, it just raised it by an extra 75%. So that's how we got that extra 30 souls. But yeah, that will do it for this video. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.